Good times, everybody, and welcome. We have made it to Friday, and oh my god, yay. Thank goodness it's Friday. Thank Crunchy it's Friday, and thank everything it's Friday. Greetings to Frauke and Shadow and Raven and Grandpa Crafter and anybody else who may be out there. And Raven has hit the big 50 and Shadow has decided to go streaking in chat. Oh my. Oh my. I don't know what to say to that other than stop streaking. I mean, that's as bad as me yelling stop stripping in chat. I thought I'd hang out with one of our future friends who's currently attempting to shoot me repeatedly. Twitch tells you on here yesterday. Don't know what. I vaguely seem to remember that you were here for large portions of here yesterday. I'm not quite sure what a large portion of here is, on the grounds that that sounds worse combined with streaking. Dang it, Scots. Focus. Train of thought. I'd like to have one. It's a no pants US kind of day. I mean, there was a webcomic that I used to read called Comedity, where it would be shirtless o'clock. So, I mean, so be it. My, that's a lot of arrows you've shot at the floor, sir. Your aim is just not very good. You can't for the life of me shoot me while I'm sat here. Right. And now that I have managed to get out of the boat... Did I have a super secret stream in the middle of the night? No. If I had a super secret stream, you would know about it. Because there would have been a stream notification of super secret stream, don't tell Frauke. Because that's the level of how not good at that sort of thing I would be. I mean, really, the odds of me managing to hold a... you fear I Exactly. Tor has absolutely gotten the grasp of exactly what my abilities are. And my abilities of super secret are non-existent. A little bit disturbed by dirt under stone. That has me wondering if attempting to fix this area and landscape it is going to result in... I really don't actually feel up to starting the other two Fs. I would make a joke about having no Fs to give, but I spent the day having to deal with politics at the office, and my brain can't deal with anything more complex than digging a hole in a hill. Quite literally. Yeah. My Fs have run dry. I tried to go F shopping. Yeah, it's the one. But there were no Fs left to buy. And that is a fantastic piece of music at the best of times. There's also a Jacques the Whipper version. Where it's I've got no more whips to give, which is a decidedly oh my concept. I worry that YouTube exists and keeps suggesting this sort of thing to me at times. It does make me wonder what YouTube thinks of me. You lot, I don't care. You lot can think what you like of me. Probably frequently do. That sounded worse than it was supposed to be as well. Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, it's going to be one of those. Yeah, quite literally, I had a external vendor who contacted me by email yesterday, and then attempted to phone me while I was in a meeting today to follow up on something that I had to get approval from senior management over, and even then I didn't get approval from senior management because they took one look at the request from the vendor and said, nah, mate. And that's as much as I'm allowed to say. Both to the vendor and to senior management, I suspect. So, it's been that sort of day. Yeah. Nah. However, while I have been attempting not to lose my marbles or my rag, how has everyone else been this Friday? Watching a couple of YouTube streamers reacting to the JP FanFest. Ooh. Then again, there are good reasons for YouTube. I take it back. There are good reasons for YouTube. Which reminds me, I need to actually watch the Primals concert. I think we possibly only have a couple of days left on that as well. Is it 2 weeks that they let us watch that after the fact? Something like that. Yeah, okay. So I need to watch the Primals concert. Due to timing, I kind of had to be dealing with The Office. Highly unfair. New Doctor in 2 weeks. New questionnaire. Was supposed to take 8 minutes. Current problems took you to... Ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. And possibly all of those owls are literal. Yeah. That sounds like a no fun piece of paperwork. Right. When I said my brain was at the literal level of being capable of digging a hole in a hillside, I wasn't far off the truth at this point. So please excuse me if a large portion of the beginning of this stream is me digging a hole in a hillside. Digging a hole in a hillside, digging a hole, digging a hole in a hillside. Got a long way to go. Guys are at Elpis in kind of spawning. Well, see, all these reasons for why I shouldn't pay attention to this sort of thing. I'm even further behind. It's a landscaping day, so of course I'm digging a hole in it. Exactly. We all know what my days of landscaping are like. Initially, I start digging a hole, and then I start digging holes in that hole, and then suddenly, I'm further. Oh, I'm further than that. Oh wow. Yes, I dig a hole, and then I dig a hole in a hole, and then I start replacing sections of the hole with alternative versions of the hole. And none of that actually didn't sound too bad. Just slightly oh my. No. Oh yes, and then I proclaim holy hole about the hole, or is it holy heck? That's the one. Holy heck. Holy heck, that was a deep hole, mole man. Good grief, mole man. Yep. I see Frauke is the recipient of today's first quote. I am assuming that there will probably be more. For I have the Kraken. Arr. Arr, arr. Yar. It's one of those days. Yep, yep. I mean, that statement is entirely accurate as well, Frauke. So, if you're going to be that accurate in a statement, even if it's supposed to be flippant, you can fully expect us to actually take note of it. Flippancy is not an excuse. Granted, nobody's quite sure how you flip Nancy. Oh no, that's a totally different definition of flippancy. How did we get here? One of those days. Why one of those days? What do you mean, one of those days? Well, when I say one of those days, I mean one of those days. Available now. One of those days. Not entirely sure where I'm going with this train of comedy, but hey, why not? Look, I found another hole. One of those days. Why were you digging a hole? It's one of those days. Why is there a hole in your hole? There's a hole in my hole. It's Minecraft. It's Minecraft. There's a hole in my hole. It's Minecraft, of course. That one actually made sense. I hate it when my random meanderings of taking the mick with song sort of make sense. It's just... What? Why? Yay. I found more hole. Is I found more hole on the list yet? Because I'm surprised that isn't either. Oh dear. I feel like 2024 being on there is probably unnecessary. It should be every time digging a hole. There are reasons why, when I'm doing landscaping nowadays, I have my finger permanently on the shift key. Hey, True Purple. It's simply because the odds of yeeting myself are too high. I yeet, you yeet, we all yeet. We will all eat together when we eat. Hey, Blast. And an onion. Welcome. Oh, hold on. Oh, no, still no more hole. That actually feels a lot more sort of cliff hit. Well then. Where did I leave my... Where did I leave my spare... No. Yes. There's Gordonite in my in my castle. Excuse me. I know that this is a pillager outpost. I wasn't expecting you to move in yet. Do I need anything repaired? No. This is going to be... Hey, Landstrad. Did I say that already? Right. You two. You, sir. Yes. Feel free to shoot at me. I'd like you to also follow me while shooting at me. Keep going. I think I'm only going to end up with one new recruit out of this. I think the others have probably gotten lost. Whoop, that's a hole. I found a hole! I mean, the reason for the yet is simply because I haven't enabled the channel point redeems. Now, whatever you do, do not go shooting any of your brethren. They've been neutered. They're entirely nice. Be good to them. Where did you go? Come here. Come on. This way. No, 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 no. Come on. Into the boat, please. Thank you. We appreciate your assistance. That. Right. Do we have any more of his of those of that party left? Raiding party, table of 4. Excuse me. Hello. Anyone left? Did you all stay around or did you all leave? Oh, I see we have a second contestant. Hello, sir. Would you mind following me up this cliff that I've just recently renovated? I think we need to go this way. No, excuse me? Rude. Haha, missed me. Never touched me. I'm still not sure what happened to the other 3, or 2, or however many there were. Have a boat. Yeah, I know that you're gonna... Oh, you missed the boat. Gives new meaning to I've missed the boat. Hey, you're in the boat. We thank you for your patience, your assistance, and your getting in the boat. Right. Okay, that's 2 new recruits. Or future new recruits. There will have to be a neutering weekend coming up, I suspect. If ever there was a statement that sounds wrong, that might have been it. Where did the other ones go? Primarily the one with the flag would be interesting to locate. I mean, that's why it's a weekend of neutering. It's like 3 days per... Minecraft days, that is. Per Gordon for neutering. I think the others might have run off. I don't think they wanted to join us. Hello? Is anyone out there? Hello? I can't see you anymore. You must have run amok. Amok, amok, amok. Nope. I am not sure where pillagers number 3, 4, and 5 have gone. I have no clue how to answer that one, Lannion. Did they accidentally get stuck in the tunnel? Nope. Oh well. I propose that we carry on building and wait for them to suddenly appear out of wherever they're hiding. Because I don't think I went far enough away for them to despawn, which means there's every opportunity for them to suddenly appear and make themselves a nuisance. Yeah. How odd. I wonder where Bannerman went. I should have known that there would be a sensible reason for that statement. And that it wouldn't be coming from you. Right. Okay. Before we were rudely interrupted by people thinking that this was an open house, and therefore that they could come in and actually just have a viewing without any form of appointment. I'm sorry, but if you wish to purchase in this area, you need to make an appointment with your estate agent. I found more hole. Oh, it was a recruiting session, not an open house. Right. Hence why they didn't actually have an estate agent with them. Right. That makes some sense. Let's see. Impromptu recruiting sessions. Yes. Here, deep in the landscape, we find hole. How can we tell that it's deep in the landscape? Because I've been digging in it. Right. I'm going crazy, and I don't quite know why I'm singing this random... No, Let's see. Okay, I think I'm reasonably happy with the shaping of this. It does... I'm already crazy, not going crazy. Run away. Look, if you felt the need to run away after every statement like that, you'd just die tired. But feel free to run away. I mean... I need the exercise. Right, let me see. Is that suitably... Yeah, I think that might actually be rugged enough to make it look like it's a decently separated... Separated? Separated from what? Where was I going with that? I don't know. Yeah. Still don't know what happened to those other pillagers. What are the odds that if I look, they're sitting in boats with the other three? Nope. These three are still here. Thank goodness. I mean, they're part of the neutering trials. Ooh, I wonder. Nope. Nope. Okay, they didn't end up in there then. I had to look. I don't think there's even staircases into the middle floor on that. Alrighty then. Let's see. It's time to start making this look a little bit craggy. First things first, we'll put the tuff layer in. And apparently we'll put the tuff in my face. Face rock, for those days that you really want to rock in your face. Not entirely convinced that's a good marketing strategy. We will put rock in your face. Mark? Now I know I need to start removing a load of dirt in places, but initially I'm just doing my tuff layer. My tuff layer? My tuff pass. Tuff pass, tuff layer, tuffable. Here as we find the tuffable. No, that doesn't sound right either. Look, my train of thought is not even anywhere near the rails this weekend. It's Friday. My train of thought is not anywhere near rails. How can it be... I'm not sure where to go with that statement. I've lost track of the statement. No, you're not the one that I need to put this in. You are. Right. Let's just use up the last 7. So that we've got an even number. Self-fulfilling. Now. No need to be smug. Smug mode is not activated right now. None of us are Crichton. We cannot engage smug mode. I do, however, have a fear. No. I do, however, have a stack. That's good. What's the coughing for? Is that literal cough? Oh, what? That's not a good thing. Smog is bad. At least it's not like a great many people who seem to be catching the 100-day cough that's going around at the moment. I know a few people who are on day 200 of it. Quite how it can be a 100-day cough is anyone's guess. Smog. Why is your smog? Why is your smog smug? Coming up on day 50. Ooh. Yikes. Yeah. Oh. Okay. My ability to track that joke wasn't very good. I need, obviously... I was about to say, I obviously need to be railed better to be able to actually to follow that train of thought. But that doesn't sound so good at all. Oh dear. I'm... No. In so many... Yeah, I agree with that actual sentiment. Seeing as how there was eventually actual... Seeing as how there was eventually actual sentiment. I have to be careful here, because if I keep putting in stuff, I'm not going to be able to climb this hill anymore. That doesn't make sense, but I know what I meant. Yeah, that needed to be swapped anyway. Yes, you look like good candidates for swapping. Well, I'm glad one of us was, because I sure as heck wasn't following. I attempted to follow my train of thought. Unfortunately, it kept scampering around a little bit too hard. Why do I say these things? Why? 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 I swear there is a distinct failure between brain and mouth sometimes. And the rest of the time, there is an absolute failure between brain and mouth. Have a good meeting, Raven. Try not to be too destroyed sanity-wise. Okay. So that was all of the mossy cobble that we have, which feels like it might not have been enough, particularly since I haven't done any of the detailing. You're assuming I attempt to follow my train of thought. Generally, I just let my train of thought off the rails and off the leash and let the squirrels chase it around a bit. And then eventually, it either ends up being buried by a squirrel or stuck up a tree. Or escaping into the distance. There had to be a third option. I'm not sure any of those are a good set of options, of course. Right. Right. Let's see. Let's start adding in. But they are what we have to work with. Yes. Squirrels. I am going to need more moss more... Yeah, more moss. How are we doing on actually getting most of this into a stable state? Those two need to be swapped out. And apparently I need to sleep again. Where are we at? 10 past. Excellent. I've got 10 minutes to finish putting in more cobble, and then we can go to IKEA at 20 past, as usual. Because we might... if we're going to have a tendency to arrive at IKEA at 20 past, there's going to have to be a meme about it. And I've definitely got absolutely no clue what I'm talking about anymore. Okay, have we... No. I've already spotted one I've missed. Where am I? Here. See, this is why I like the camera count. I can do the equivalent of standing back whilst not actually standing back. Oh, there. Here. And then... over here... Here. The most difficult thing is working out where I'm moving to whilst watching... So third person usually... So first person is what my normal account is in at the moment. The cam account is in a sort of third person role, but usually third person follows the thing that it is third personing, if that makes sense. Whereas I use it in the sort of situation where the cam account is locked off and I'm just wandering around attempting to actually track my movements on the cam account and work out where I'm walking to whilst looking at it. Which doesn't half make it dang confusing when trying to work out which direction I'm facing. Right. Oh, I should probably have done... Yeah, I'm not going to bother. Oh. I just spotted some I missed. Also, this track is very, very quiet. It's part of Cinematic Soundscapes 3, isn't it? It's the new stuff. It's really good. Yes, it is Nanian. My cam account runs on Chaotic Squirrel. Yes, yes it is. This is why I can do this, and it's two completely independent windows. Chaotic Squirrel. Available now as a operating mode for camera accounts. Right. I do believe we might be at I need more moss level. I need moss. Moss. Moss are you on about? Nope, that's not the... There we are. Welcome to the Nether. Tally-ho! Rocketry a go-go. Let's see how many times I can go splat on this trip. Or find angry marshmallows. Because we found angry marshmallows a lot yesterday. And here we find Scotsman going into another portal backwards whilst on fire. Pretty much the same way I plan on entering the pearly gates. Backwards and on fire. Hello things. Hello Stuffy. How are you two doing? Where's my moss? There it is. That's empty. That's empty. That's not moss. That's the moss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The No Drama Safety Llama is presently... where was he? Over here. Currently paying attention to the back of the farm, where I should have been doing all of this area as well at some point. But yes, the No Drama Safety Llama is in attendance. This is why my attempt at going splat is so far, fairly, yeah. Fairly, yeah. That almost made sense. No, it didn't. Well, 4 spare dirt. 4 whole spare dirt. That's not even an off by 1, that one. Hello. Are you two alright? Yes. Am I out of sticks? No. Excellent. Oh, I have plenty of sticks. Why am I getting more? Whoops. Thank you. See? Pro streamer strats. Absolutely fail to know what you're doing. There we are. 42. Really? I just made 42 spruce fences. Clearly the answer to life, the universe, and everything is spruce fence. It's funny, I thought it was spruce trapdoors myself, but oh well. Yeah, if I start doing that, there will be a sound alerts request. And there are already people who want me to add sound alerts. Particularly under the heading of a suicide shrub, which other streamers have. Just so that they can work out how fast they can cause me to have a nervous breakdown due to triggering a exploding creeper noise close to me. As you can imagine, I am currently attempting to resist the urge to do this. Hello, you lot. Seem to be a lot of you around here at the moment. Exactly. Like I said, at the moment it's a no. Boing. Boing. Boingy 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 boingy. Boingy boingy boingy. Boingy boingy boing. I really do have absolutely no sanity. Ahem. I might add a highlight message variant under the heading of highlight a message saying, "Oi, you need to change the screen." This is where we make the area look more rugged. Because of course, you have to make it look more rugged. And if it doesn't look more rugged, And why are we ruggeding it? Not entirely. Chat is almost always off to the right of the... So, the way I stream, I have 3 monitors. The monitor on the left is the cam account. The monitor mostly on the right is the main account in which I do the building. And that is the one I tend to spend my time with my focus upon. But down and to the right of that is the monitor that... What? It is the monitor that has OBS on it, which happens to have chat in the upper left of it. So very close to the bottom left of my main building account window is where chat is. And if that made sense, I'm doing well. And that's at the wrong height. Besides, the only time I go I'm on a boat recently is when I'm sat in a boat with a Gordon, trying to neuter them. As statements go, I'm still not sure that actually is sensible. This area feels like it needs a little bit of something. It's a bit better. I think I need to swap... I might as well use the shovel, seeing as how it's in my inventory. Let's make this a little bit more craggy. Did I just use up all the half slabs I made? It's amazing how rapidly an entire stack of mossy cobble disappears into the hillside. The hills are alive with the sound of Scotsman losing his marbles as he continues to build all the things. Thing, thingany, thing, thingany, thing, thing, a thing, and I'm building more things, and then I now why did I dig a hole here? That's better. I would ask why you're using that expression, but I'm assuming it's because it's Friday, and the Kraken has been approved. Of course I'm worse than usual. Dang it, I'm out of... Kraken. AKA Kraken Rum. AKA I have approved the ability the uncorking of the bottle of Kraken Rum. Seven Dead Gay Guys. I don't think I've ever even heard of that film. There's way too much mossy cobble around in this. I need to swap some mossy cobble for cobble, I think. Don't suppose I've got stairs and slabs already. I've got stairs. Okay, I can make some slabs then. One fine day in the middle of the night, 3 dead men got up to fight. Back to back they faced each other, drew their swords and shot each other. Particularly nasty rum. Well, Kraken is a particularly nice rum, so I will not be accusing it of being nasty on the grounds that I like it. I feel like I should be adding in a bit of normal stone. Where, oh where am I going to find normal stone? Black Death. Drank as much as possible to forget the things he had to do for pace. Right. I feel like I need to... You. Let's make you that. I need to get back up this hill again. Actually, let's make that stair. Which I'm tempted to take out those two and do that. That's looking better. I think I would like to take you and you out and swap you for that. Ah, dang it, I fell. Super dark. That might actually work. I think that works. And about the only thing I'm not comfortable with is this area. It feels wrong. But, he says, but my next element of working on all of this is going to be to hit it with foliage. So I don't see any point in... No, hold on. Tough can go back in there. In hitting it with too much material. Do I have... That's spruce, that's not leaves. I mean, it's leaves, it's just not what I'm looking for. That's better. I knew I had dark. Okay. You see, that covers up the area that I was uncertain about and makes it perfect. If in doubt, cover it up. You don't have to fix all problems. Sometimes you just have to hide them. I mean, yes, hiding them is a fix. That's kind of the whole point. I guess. For those days when I'm actually attempting to make a point, as opposed to being pointless. I'm not sure I want to actually detail the back of that building yet, because I haven't built it. This building is in dire need of actually being built. Anyone would think you've know my style, Nanian. Vines here and there? I would never, ever do such a thing. Oh, wait. Sorry. I mean, I would always do such a thing. Oh, you mean vines. Yeah, the problem with vines is they're vines. But I will be coming back in with some, what's the word I'm looking for? Glow lichen. Although I might actually have to be... Yeah, I know. Minecraft, I would like to have the ability to snip my vines, please. I mean, there is always the command for turning off vine growth. But the problem with turning off vine growth is it then means that you have absolutely... it stops vines completely. So unlike... actually, that would probably have been better as a fence there. Unlike glow lichen, where you can't bone meal them to grow them at all. It just stops totally. I kind of want vines with the do vine tick, or do vine growth option switched off, to work in exactly the same way as glow lichen, so that we have parity and the ability to do useful things with them. Exactly. It's also no bone meal either. No bueno, no bone meal. Someday my vines won't grow. Someday my vines won't grow unless I hit them with bone meal. Whilst up on a hill. Yada dee 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 dee. Ding dong. Welcome back, Raven. At least I'm guessing that's a welcome back. That might actually be enough. I haven't seen one yet, and believe me, it's on my list of things I wish. Things I wish? Accurate statement is accurate, even if weird. I think that might be enough levery. Where's my bone meal supplies? Oh. That one. No. Aha! I knew I had some bone meal here somewhere. That should be enough. If in doubt, hit the world with bone meal. I might want to come through with... Hold on, before I go through with this too far. Do I want to make this mossy as well? Yeah. Yep. There are mods that allow for clipping of vines. Interesting. Because vines don't have... They must be adding to the NBT data because... Ah. Okay. Yes, they are modifying the NBT then. I know that one. Yes. I think I would like to be using a little bit of moss because it makes the edges of this a little bit more green, as opposed to the grass, which has an awful lot of brown on the edge. My cam account has a transparent skin because it's in spectator mode. It is literally right in front of my face, and it's not there. Say hello to the Scotsman cam. It's quite literally holding a camera. Say cheese. It's a fun skin. I just can't remember where I got it from, and therefore I can't remember the artist. So I try to avoid having it on screen as much as possible, because without the ability to credit the original artist, I feel bad about using it sometimes. Which is a shame, because it is a fantastic skin. Typical. It's raining now. But, yeah, I don't like to use things that I have acquired without the ability to actually credit somebody. Nice. And the worst thing is, it's one of those skins that came off of one of those generic sort of everybody posts their skins up here to download kind of sites, which means that there's that these sorts of things could come from second, third, or fourth generation copying sometimes, which makes it even worse. Yeah, same logic. That is where the cam account skin came from. I think that might be where my main account skin came from, but that one, I don't really have a choice about hiding it. Well, I can hide it behind all of the armor over time. I like this. This actually feels like it is now significantly more held back and solid, which, given I wanted to make it look like there was a reason for having it solid, that didn't make sense. So that's nice. We've gotten most of this area sorted. I feel like I should oh, I can't even remember how long I've had the skin for my main account. Hello, Kindling. Slime balls I don't need. White ball. No. I don't even need podzol anymore, sir. So, you have only one thing I need from you. I wish to acquire your llama, sir. No, come here. Where's right. Come on. Just stay there for a minute. I'll even be nice. I'll offer to... I'll let you pay. Oh, sorry, I'll pay you. I'll pay you with your life. You get to keep it. Right. And now we shall tame these llamas so that they don't despawn. Excuse me. I said I would like to tame these llamas. Not just spend forever sitting on them. Oh, neither do mine. Neither of these skins have the 3D thing option. One of these days, I may have to commission an artist to get a couple of nice skins. But at the moment, all of my commissioning money is going in the direction of new emotes. New skins have the ability to have layers on them, Chris. And those layers show up as slightly sort of raised area effect areas. I think it's how Grian has his waffle, for example. Now that's a really surreal statement. Hooray! Excuse me, I wanted you to stay in here. I just wanted you not... No, come on. Llamas is dumb. Llamas is very dumb. You think pillagers are bad? Llamas is dumb. Right, fine. If you're going to be like that, I'll tame this llama and then I can bring it into the stables first. Hey, Elkhorn. How did I end up on the... Okay, apparently being... I was about to say... Being thrown off of the back of a llama got me on top of the state... Look. Good grief. Okay. You're now a rental llama. Congratulations. Be free. Or not. You, sir. You are going into... Yeah, I'm going to be nice. You get to be a breeding llama. Not that I've been doing much breeding. There we are. Stay here for a second so I can close the gate. Right. No. The llama drop-kicked me onto the roof. Yes, yes it did. Better than drop-shipping. Quark does include for quick clipping of vines. Well, I'm not at all surprised by that, given that it's Quark. Hooray! I can get rid of the rain. Right. I'll take my boat back before you end up sat in it. I know I said I'm being nice, and he gets to live as a result of him actually selling me a pair of llama. But it doesn't mean that I have infinite patience for him. That sounds so weird. Your llama or your life. Getting into modded Minecraft is interesting, I'll admit. I've been using the Prism launcher, that's Prism, simply because I like it. I'm just a horse thief with strange tastes. Oh my! It also happens to support getting mods from both Modrinth and from CurseForge simultaneously if needs be, which is how I got Vault Hunters 3 running off of it. Remember, children, word good. I've got an entire... Why are you throwing a piece of paper at me again? Did I have trouble wording? I didn't think I had trouble wording. It was meant to Landstrad. Ah. You've been puppeted by a vile fiend. I'm so not sure what to say to that. So I'm just going to say nothing at this point. No. That's fairly recently, in comparison to quite a few people. I need gravel. Do I have gravel? Lanstrad 3 it. Uh-oh. 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 Yep. Apparently it's looking like it's IKEA time again. I'm really liking the result of the decoration of this hillside. It feels so much better, and actually helps set off the storeroom. Right. The reason I'm running up here is to get rid of some dirt. It's 2 barrels of dirt now. I was also vaguely hoping Hello, stone. I might put the stone into one of the front barrels so I know where it is. Nope. Nope, that's sand. Oh, hey, moss. Iron ore. I found more stone. Thank you, Raven. Flower works. Oh, so the flower works, Frauke will probably explain, is an absolutely massive build that they are working on. I did not make it through those fence gates. I appear not to have any moss. Sorry. I appear not to have... I appear not to have any gravel, either. Moss I have. I never said, you know... I never said I made sense. Right. What do we got in here? I am tempted to leave all of this here and just go and get some gravel. Those fence gates are at a different height because of Minecraft connection mechanics. When a fence... Actually, it's probably easier to see from the cam account. It is something that I use quite regularly. When a fence gate is attached to a wall, it's lower than it would be if it was attached to another fence gate or a wooden fence. As a result, you can have lovely lovely effects like this. Yeah, I knew the moment I went blah blah blah, I was going to get another set of dictionaries thrown at me. And a bruised skull. That's not a gate. That's not the hole I need to be going into. Fence gates no longer cause stone walls to have a post next to them. Not unless they are the only... Yeah, not for a while. Gravel. I need gravel. And the ability to focus. Hold on. There's some lag there. Is it 20 past? No. 119.3. That should have had it. I think it's older than that. Yeah. Hello, things. Hello, Stuffy. I have to say it every time I visit them. It's a requirement. Gravel! 4 stacks should be enough. Squirrel stole the focus. Yes. I agree with... I can understand not putting the dots in there, Shadow. Chris. Ah! Dang. Nap. Nap. Sorry to both of you. My brain is not focusing well. Come fly with me through tunnels in the nether. Occasionally my brain will hyper-focus. And that is usually a bad sign. Or a good sign. Depends on the thing I'm hyper-focused on. That's possible, Chris. Right. Tell you how. Up we go. Really kind of feel like I should finish that wall. It might be good if I actually at some point finish this section of wall off, and then we can finish off all of this hillside. I haven't ever had any brain diagnosis. I'm just assuming that my brain is just my brain. My brain does what it wants. Always had a wall post where the fence, where gates were, and the gates were at normal height. I don't know how long that has been a thing, but it's been a very, very long thing. It's like the fact that do I have I used this around here anywhere? Gates won't attach to walls. Fences won't attach to walls, which is why I've got these gaps here. So fences won't attach to walls. Fence gates attach to walls at a lower level than than they would if they were attaching to... Oh, they also attach at a lower level than if they're attaching to stone or to solid blocks, which is why I can have this impact here, because that's a block on the right and a wall on the left. So, many, many different things that can be done with walls. And fences. Excuse me, sir. Are you planning on leaving, or do I need to kill you? That sounded worse than it was. Oh. Nobody is planning on going invisible because it's dark. I hear you. I see you. I hear you. I see you. I kill you. Wait, this is a... I need to check this. Is that my only set of flint and steel? I seem to be missing a flint and steel. I'm sure I had... Oh, I know where it is. Hold on. That's the flint and steel that stays in that chest. Where's my light sources one? There it is. I have a flint and steel that I wish to explain to you. Hey, listen. Railcraft is with a name that I really haven't heard for a while. I appear to be not very good at this today. sir. You're not helping. There. I don't even know if Railcraft is up to... it comes up to standards. To be honest, I gave up on Railcraft, and I am so much more interested in Create. I really like the trains in Create, and I wish I could actually get round to using them. Create has trains, yes. I really want to spend more time in Create. If anything, I should probably spend a little bit more time in Vault Hunters. Because I actually did choose the mod Create as one of the side mods that I unlocked in the Vault Hunters world. Hey, it's a perfectly valid explanation. It's just not the one I was intending. It's one of those. I will show you how this works. See, I know exactly how it works. I have set myself on fire with it. I'm fairly sure that the par around here is off by 1. Some people are 8 under par, some people are 9 under par. Scotsman is off by 1 under par. Or is it just off by 1? And par. Par for the course. Par 6 plus or minus 1. Yes. I can't do a good bogey impression. I really wish that at that point I would be able to actually break out a Humphrey Bogart impression. Because that would be a good sounds like a bogey response. Okay, I've spent way more time on this hill than I intended. But I think it needed it, because that has given me a fantastic... Oh. A fantastic O. I should have done something at the back of this wall. Right, let's put... No, let's not put the gravel in there. I'll lose it if I do. I've told you, the TNT is being kept in quarantine outside of the city. Customs have intercepted it. This is where I start actually doing stuff with the building again. You know, that thing that we were actually planning on detailing today. It's like... this is why I really want a squirrel dance emote. There will be a squirrel dance emote. It's on order. Hamster dance page full of web. Oh, that's going back a few internet memes. Next, you'll be remembering the snakes. And the badgers. Badger, 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 badger. Ha, badger, badger, badger. Ha, badger, badger, badger. Mushroom, mushroom. Snake, snake. Oh no, it's a snake. It's a badger, 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 badger. A badger. Dang it. I like that. This most of the good grief. That's less of a fun fact and more of an oh my goodness fact. You prefer the Narwhal song. To be honest, I prefer What Shall We Do with the Bernie Sanders? What shall we do with the Bernie Sanders? What shall we do with the Bernie Sanders? What shall we do with the Bernie Sanders sitting in some mittens? I wasn't intending for those to look like they were planning on reaching each other, but that'll do nicely. Where am I? Oh yeah, I'm over here. Found out when I went to Minecraft. Blimey. I would like, actually, let's make that one. That, and then that, and then up here, and here, you. Dang it. I can't get to the side of that fence to be able to put a leaf on it. Fine, we'll just take out this leaf and then we'll put it back. There we are. That works. Oh yeah, that looks very much like it's been taken over. Now, what I would like to do is... I saw... Where did I see them? Top of the hill. Top of the hill. I saw something that I can work with up here a minute ago. Yes. Flowering azalea. Let's make this into a flowering vine. Hug. I still don't understand quite why Gordonite just constantly look like they want to hug. Probably because they've been muted and therefore they just... It's like, I've been muted, I want a hug. That just sounds wrong. Right, do these... they're a slightly different tone. To be honest, I'm not sure that's a problem. Let's put the rockets away before I accidentally use them. I'm just thinking that by using the flowers, it makes this look a lot more textured and interesting. And as I'm filling this in and seeing what it looks like, I am in agreement with myself, which is usually a good sign. It's bad when you have a disagreement with yourself. I tried working out what was wrong, but I had a disagreement with myself about it. Ooh, I like that. I like that. It's just the thing. I still have the I still have the rule. It's got to look good in vanilla. Even if I end up coming back later and looking at this with shaders on and all sorts of extra ways of making this look really, really nice, it's got to look awesome in vanilla. And if it doesn't, I'm just not happy with it. I am my own worst critic. Well, that's in the wrong place. There we are. And you can go there. Let's do that. No. I know I said I wasn't going to decorate this building. Decorating right up to the edge of it. I can't decorate something I haven't finished building. It's kind of difficult. There. Okay, that... Ooh, that combination looks so much better. This building feels so much more alive now. Probably because it's got leaves all over it, therefore it is alive. It's alive! Alive! I have a problem, though. And this one isn't going to be solved by a trip to IKEA, unfortunately. And that is, I do not have... I have 7 glow lichen. That is not going to be resolved by a trip to IKEA. I do, however, have a lot of bone blocks. And I could have sworn I had some shears somewhere. Shears? Shears? No, I've got the ability to make some, though. A pair of shears is worth 3 stacks of bone meal, if I remember rightly. So let's... yeah, that's close enough. This area of land looks relatively clear. So let's quickly make this area very lichen. Let's lichen it up. I really should make one of those lichen farms where you just put bone meal in and then just stand there right-clicking or left-clicking with a pair of shears. It's not right-clicking with shears, it's left. I know what I mean. But I think for that I would probably need a bone meal farm. Oh, and we found a skeleton spawner the other day, didn't we? I wonder if we could... oh, that would... ooh. that would be an interesting use for yes, I know I have a bone meal farm. I have 3 bone meal farms. I'm trying to come up with a use for a skeleton spawner. Why not? Why? I know. It's... I am erratic at the best of times. I know this. Haunted minecart run. That would be an interesting, surreal element. I mean, it's bad enough that I'm still preparing the giant hole in the world that I plan on using for the Temple of Irony. Hey, mini packs. For those who don't know, the Temple of Irony is going to be another build in a similar style to the Temple of Yargskrem, which is the raid farm down the hill, but will be used for an iron farm. Kind of like those fairgrounds rides where you're taken through a haunted... yeah, well, I know the type. Okay, I now have a decent amount of glow lichen. And most of a pair of shears have been destroyed. So I'm going to put the shears in here. I'm going to put a stack and a half of glow lichen in here. And let's get onto the roof. Should last about 10 minutes. Yeah. I'm not even convinced it'll last that long. But my first problem is dealing with the roof. While you tame a soldering project. Oof. Soldering projects are interesting. I have 2 or 3 of those in my backlog as well. And they're evil. Tell me you're not dealing with SMDs, because that really is just a hiding to nothing by way of attempting things. Anyone who can understand SMD soldering is just... has my respect. Right. Is that all of the roof lit up? So that I don't have to come back up here again. No, it's not. Surface mount device. That's correct. I was about to say something absolutely naughty, and I decided not to move, so I'm going to move on. In the interim, not thankfully, you can work with them as long as you have the right masks. Ah, you work with them that way. Nice. This is where I actually take the opportunity to light up this hillside, so that I don't have to come back and do this hillside again. The hills are alive with the sounds of things not killing me. You know that whole... I had 2 stacks of... Woof. Yeah, that's a combination that does make it hard. I very much agree. The hills are alive. They're eating people. Well, that's usually when it's I found another hole. statements. I found a hole. I found more hole. I found more hole. And it's trying to eat me. Here's a mimic. I'm not building another mimic. I've done one of them. I'm not in the mood to build another mimic for a while. That tower was just too dang huge. That's the one. Today on quotes that make sense. Train often eats you whole. Talent for four. Well, I mean, that's how I found 3 holes earlier. Actually, I found 1 hole and then started keeping left shift held down. And didn't fall down another one. I found more hole. Yep. Okay. By my reckoning, I've managed to make most of this hillside safe. It would be nice to know if I had, so let's get up higher so that we can check. Are there any red numbers? Well, there's red numbers on the building that's not been built, but I don't see any red numbers in the area around it. So that's alright. I love the fact that I'm referring to this building that is, like, large amounts of blocks as a building that's not been built. I mean... It's accurate. It's not been built. That there is not a building. What you are seeing is a template. It happens to be a very accurate template, and a very detailed one with large amounts of pieces in it, but it's still a template. It is a placeholder. Quite why it's holding a fish, I haven't decided. It's missing part of the roof and 3 walls. Is it part of the 3 walls? 4 walls. It's missing more than the walls. Missing more than the walls. It's missing large portions of this building. If the template is that accurate, when does it become the building itself? When the rest of it exists. This is my version of working with Lightmatica. I don't use Lightmatica. I build. Right. Next up, I think... That's a full green building. It's... yes. Lightmatica is a very useful tool that allows you to have schematics and templates and move them between worlds and actually have them visible as sort of ghost builds so that you can actually copy and paste them, almost. There are 2 options for it. 3 options. You can have it so that it shows up as a ghost view, and when you paste the blocks, it will tell you whether or not the block is right, and you have to manually place every block. There is effectively the same, but when you right-click on a block, it will basically use the blocks from your inventory and will place them automatically for you. And the third version is effectively creative mode. You right-click on it, and it will place the block, just causing the block to exist. Nice thing is, it's entirely client-side, so it can work on a vanilla server. Semi-manual version of Create Schematic Cannon. Yes, that too. In creative mode, you can also just paste the whole schematic. I wasn't aware of that one. Mostly because I've not used it. But I'm not at all surprised. I have got no coarse dirt. Both, I suspect. Do I not have... I've moved all my dirt uphill, didn't I? I really need to fix this tunnel. By, you know, building it. But then again, I have many, many sections of this world that I need to build. And I don't think it's light as in L-I-G-H. Is it light? I think it's light as in L-I-T-E. But I might be wrong on that one. Which version of Forge to be using these? Oh. Don't know. I mean, I'm currently using Fabric and Forge. I think. I'm fairly sure one account has Fabric on it. Or one client has Fabric on it and one client has Forge on it. Yes, I'm very, very brutally confusing. Right. Honestly, I tend to go with the answer, whichever one has the mods you're looking for. I know that's a very, very unhelpful response. Forge team had a split. Did they? I'm not sure if I paid enough attention to that bit of politics. Oh. Does that mean there's two forges now? Actually, that block probably shouldn't be that. I found gravel! That would explain why I didn't know what the heck the controversial... I thought the controversy was between Fabric and Forge. Because a lot of people view that as controversial. Double forging. I'm not following on that one. Right. I had a load of mossy cobble, so that's the next bit. Forward schism to Twitch. Once causing Fabric and once... Oh, blimey. Oh, twice before. Right. Problem with using smokers for decorative elements. You end up accidentally clicking on them when you want to actually place something next to them. They look great though. It's just highly annoying to work around them. It's like, why do I do this to myself? because the things that I want to do look good. Which is often the worst and best answers possible. Ah. Right. What's next? That one. Next down the list of materials is cobble. This is where I'm going to discover that I don't have enough what's the word I was looking for? My brain has just fallen over. I've fallen over and I can't get up. Oh yes, this is where I find out that I don't have enough coarse dirt. Which is... No, I think I've probably got enough for this. I mean, I've got nearly 2 stacks of it. Actually, I have 2 stacks of it. So that's good. Right, let's get the coarse dirt. Yeah, no, that's good for the coarse dirt. Actually, no, let's go with... Landstrad's spinning again. Where did I leave the gravel? I should probably put that in next. Ah, there it is. Yeah. That is the reason why I have both a fabric client and a forge client at the moment. Because some of the mods that I wanted are not on fabric. But equally, some of them have to be on fabric, which is why I think the cam account is on fabric, because it's the only one that supports the replay mod, if I've got that the right way around. Although, didn't they actually bring out a forge version of fabric finally? A forge version of fabric? Forge version of replay. Pretty's mode works in both. I've got sodium on fabric, and I've got oh, the server's not running Forge. The server is just running vanilla. That's the key bit. The server has nothing on it. That's why this world is very, very surreal. Didn't have to apologise. As I say, it's dang confusing keeping up with what the heck's going on in everywhere, let alone my dinky little server. Dinky is the operative word. I think it... being a Raspberry Pi is probably a little bit over the top. That's just normal dirt. Stop putting normal dirt where the coarse dirt should be, Scots. I'm going to move that up there so I don't notice it. Or accidentally use it. I need to work out what I'm going to do with this cliff edge, and I said that yesterday, and I still haven't done anything with it. Um, good news is, if I procrastinate long enough, I won't have to do anything with it today. Yeah, it depends on the mods. Some of the mods are available in both Forge and Fabric, and if you had a server which actually has mods that are both Forge and Fabric available, then it really wouldn't make a blind jot of difference, I suspect. Because by the time they're talking to the server, they're probably talking to the server with the same back end. I like this path. This path feels good now. This path feels short, given that it suddenly peters out and disappears, but... oh yes, I need to do something about the pathway to this door. Okay. I'm kind of surprised by that. You'd have thought that by the time that they get into... Ah. Right. Okay. Only need to pick one if you need server-side mods or on a solo world. Yeah, exactly. I feel I need to do something here to explain why this path has gone that way. But actually it might be that I put something here. I mean, I was planning on putting something here. I just don't know what. What do I want to put here? Maybe a small building. Small building feels sensible. I could do an element of... Oh, I could do the central element from the barn. In fact, how big is that? That might actually fit perfectly there. The central element of the barn might fit perfectly there. No, let's not use that. Let's use this. So if I were to put, let's see, post here, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What? No, that can't be right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 middle. 1, 2, 3, 4 middle. 1, 2, 3, 4 edge. 1, 2, 3, 4 middle. 1, 2, 3, 4 edge. Is that right? Yeah. That might work. And what we could do is, maybe... I don't want to take this area up. I want to leave this area down. And up, and down, and up, and down. Let's work out pathing. It's time to work out a path with a path. That's a bit of a steep drop, though. Oh, yes. I remember. I remember. No, not that. My intention was to have this as being a sort of, Duck pond. Something tells me Archaeo players would very much approve of the concept of a duck pond. And all I have to say to that is... that. One anxiety support duck. Right, let's do that and bring this over to here as a path. So effectively, I might put a sort of retaining wall type thing here. And I'm very tempted to put a little bit of swampland down here. It's not a depressed penguin. A soldering iron support duck. Okay, have the hyper version then. I mean, it's an anxiety support duck. Of course it's feeling a bit depressed. I swear, I have way too many surreal emotes nowadays. Do you think I could get away with putting a little bit of swamp in? Somebody has to support anxiety. Swamp is lowland. I mean, it is lowland. It's certainly, I mean, the problem is it's lowland in the highland. Wake up, sleeping duck. I swear the conversations in this chat just confuse the living daylights out of me at the best of times. And the rest of time, it just confuses the living daylights out of me. Yeah. Yep, you're probably right there, Raven. Okay, we'll just put a pond in. Skip the swamp, put a pond. A pond we can have. Because you probably would want to have a pond up here somewhere. I mean, we've got to have water somewhere. At which point I'm tempted to take this down in the middle a little bit. As long as I don't put in one of the new trees. Oh, you mean the mangrove? Or for those who know my train of thought on it, the ent tree. Because they look like the ents out of Lord of the Rings, and they look like they're walking. I mean, it's got to have runoff from somewhere. Donkey. No, is this conversation going a little bit awry? I mean, very, very well used to conversations going awry with you lot. Yeah. That's only got a 2. Where did I leave a 3 wide? Wait. Oh, smeg it. I'll just use one of the water sources down here. Hyphens do exist. Yes, hyphens are what go between hyphenated words. Do I want to make this one deeper in certain places? you should have known that was coming, Raven. The moment that I saw it, it had to be included. Haven't had to break that in a bit. I know. I've been good. I've not actually caused you to facepalm as much. I mean, didn't you end up telling me that it was your most used emote in my chats or something? Or your most used emote full stop, probably as a result of me. Oops. I'm not procrastinating to avoid building in certain areas. Do I want to make this water level come up to here, or just stay down there? I'm very tempted to make it come up to this edge. Yep, this edge it is. The other reason for doing this now is as I build around it in the intervening time, it'll have had time for the water to have caused the dirt below it to turn back into dirt. Third most used emote overall. It's nice to know that I'm returning to form, even if it's bad form. Bad form, old chap. Fairly good show, old bean. Oh, apparently we've done that. Oh, you're kidding me. I don't believe it. How is that just... Geshmegada, geshmegada, geshmegada. I wonder. Nope. But can I do that? Yes. Once lined the bottom of a pond with gravel in Minecraft. I mean, I'm going to end up adding both gravel and mud and a few other things into this pond. It's just that I want to let it naturally get rid of the grass first, so that I don't have to do all of it. Oh, this area is so beginning to fill in nicely. Which is the plan. Ooh. Square bit off by my shulker monster looks... Oh, this bit. Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to count for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That looks better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huh. That might be interesting. That might be worth doing. I'm thinking of making one side of this and having it so that this building goes all the way back. And then just having the path out the back of the building. Effectively have it as 2/3 of that barn. That might look quite cool. But I might reverse it so that the... Oh, that... Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to reverse it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is where that corner goes. At which point it should then be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. That's in the same. So I build the circular section at the back and have the arched section at the front. And that, I think, will actually look quite nice, and we can use the arch section as... Yes! As a wagon factory. I think we use this as an actual wagon factory. We make it quite tall, we can put an overhead gantry in, that sort of thing. Use this as a wagon repair shop, factory, whatever, and just have actual wagon... Yes. Yes, I need to leave a note for myself. Right, come on. Of course. When am I not starting another build? I mean, I'm trying to sort of sensibly use the space around the world. There wouldn't be a huge gap here in a mountaintop area like this. There's not going to be huge gaps. You don't, certainly not of that size. There would always be a building or something reasonable there to make the space useful, lived in, and worked with. And it would also have a good reason for being in that location. And being next to the storeroom, an area that is very heavily having cart traffic in and out of it, hence the huge doors, somewhere to actually have the carts maintained is probably a very sensible building to have. Also, you probably want a cart maintenance facility in somewhere like this, because it's the sort of thing that you're gonna... I know, I'm blithering because I'm explaining it to myself. It's a weird habit, but I like to explain it to myself as well. That's been a heck of a lot of detail work today. Because I've just realised where time is. I think what I might have to do is possibly reshape this. And that might be something I have to do off stream for the sole and simple reason that there's a lot of it. Given the number of part-built buildings, see also the number of towers in this area. Yeah. But I'm slowly working out my conceptual structures, if that makes sense. It also feels like it's time for me to hit this button. You may well see it happen, Chris. I have large bits that I'm doing offline, which are preparing for the Temple of Irony. Oh, I like the way that that has come together. The rounded roofs are basically me taking the original design for what a pillager outpost looked like and upgrading them. I mean, we first did it with these ones, and these took... The very first one took absolutely ages to get right. But they helped keep it close to the style of a pillager outpost. Effectively, this whole castle and area is intending to be very, very much a pillager outpost. And it's got to stay close to that style. And now I can almost replicate them with my eyes closed. I'm fairly sure I have done at least a couple with my eyes closed. Quite why, I'm not sure. I think I've done them in my sleep, though, now. Food? Well, thank you for joining us, Nanian. Have a great weekend. Not made for walks and freezing temperatures that last more than 2 hours anymore. No, nobody is. But welcome, CB. Welcome. You catch us just... We're getting close to wrapping... Or just in the process of wrapping up, I'm afraid, though. Walking, no. Skiing, not anymore. Right. And as we watch Landstrad spinning a bit. Spinny, spinny, spinny. We have reached that point where I will be saying thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. It has been a very, very detail-oriented build evening, but I think a heck of a lot of progress has been made, and I am absolutely loving where we're going with this. And as always, it is brilliant having all of you here because it gives me somebody to talk to while I'm gibbering in my head. Thank you to everyone for joining me. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. I will be back again on Monday at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where I'm fairly sure we will either be working on a new building or detailing more of the area around this building. Either way, thank you, have a great weekend, I will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.